Right, so quick update on the markets. Had a very interesting week, so let's have a look. I'm seeing a very good sign on FTSE. Actually, before I get onto FTSE, let's go into Germany very quickly. Because Germany, a while back, I was looking at this saying, okay, this is a good sign. It's come all the way up and down. And actually, I think I was on the 4 hourly. I said I wanted this to come up a bit more because I was looking at this as a sell. However, this has come up way too strong, which means have to wait a bit longer. This area is still very interesting where prices are now, because I do think this is gearing up for a turn, but it's just not ready yet. It's not going to be ready for some time. At the very least, this needs to finish, and because it's come up so strong, I want to see another push up, which with this leg being smaller than this leg, and then I'll consider this turn happening. Right now it's just not ready yet. So Germany is out of the question for now. The good news is on FTSE is lagging behind, which is an opportunity to grab all of this. So Germany is round about here, is the equivalent of this area. It's aiming to hit the highest high on Germany. This is lagging behind. I mean, this is way down here. So I'm looking at a buy on this, and what I'm seeing on here, in fact, let me backtrack this. So we've had this push down, and then this push down, which was stronger than the previous one, and this third push down, which is weaker than the previous one, which is a good sign because this turn is happening. Now, what I want to see here, to confirm that this push down being weaker than the previous push down, to confirm that it has finished. Well, actually, right now I'm confident enough to say yes, this push down has indeed ended here. I think we've had enough pullback to say, yeah, this has ended here. So this is now the lowest point, right? I am anticipating that this guy who started this leg is going to push it down one more time. He's not done yet, right? But before he pushes it down, I want to see what the buyers are able to do. So right now their first stop is up here to challenge this guy. So I want to see how strong they come up. Based on how strong they come up, it will be a case of analyzing this move, these buyers versus these sellers. So I'll be aiming to analyze these two legs. If this is stronger than this, which it's looking like it will be, then I am more confident that when the sellers push it down again, they will not be able to make it down to this low, which will mean, let me clear this up a bit, which will mean, actually let me track this just a bit. They'll be aiming to use an area where the buyers slow down as an SNR. Let's say it's this area. When I say they, I mean the buyers using this area in order to propel them all the way up. The buyers have a long way to go, right? But when they do come back one more time after this move has ended and the sellers have come in, that's how we'll know it's ended. When they come up again, they're going to come up with strength because they have to take out this level, this level, and I think there's a level up here somewhere. Let me have a look. Okay, so these three levels, here, here, and here, in order to catch up with where other markets are. Other markets are nearing here, the highest point, right? So they have to make all of that happen quickly. And I say quickly because they're lagging behind. So if we're to have this push up and they're stronger than these sellers who's pushed this down, when the buyers end, we'll know when the sellers come in. If the buyers are indeed strong, the sellers won't be able to make it down to this level, which will mean they'll end at a higher low to here. And if that were to happen, we have one of two things that we need: a higher low, and when the buyers push up, they'll break this level and make a higher high. Currently, this is the highest point. This is the lowest point. Let me clear this up. This is the last high. This is the last low. What I want is confirmation that the buyers are stronger than the sellers. The sellers unable to make this low again, and the buyers, when they come in again, push past this high. And then we'll have the two things that we need to confirm that this is going all the way up to the 7,950/8,000 level. We'll have a higher low and a higher high. And if we were to look at this from an MA point of view, we'll see something like this. The MA turn. But in order to have this MA turn, we need a strong push to confirm. Right now, this hasn't been strong enough, which is another reason why I believe we're going to see a push down. The sellers make a move one more time, just one more time. So going into this week, what I want to see is this move finish, and finish in a strong manner. It started off slow, actually. So it started off slow. What I want now is for this to push up. This way I can say, okay, these guys are weaker than these guys. That's the first confirmation I want to see. The second confirmation is when this move ends, is that the sellers are not able to make this low again. And the third confirmation will be when the buyers come in. They come in with strength. And if I were trading this, it will be a case of trying to catch these buyers as they are coming up. Bearing in mind they're going to come in quickly. Now, in order for this to push up quickly with strength, the strength that I anticipate seeing, there really needs to be a news event. This will be what propels this upwards. There is no news event for the UK this week. I would say the closest thing that will affect the UK is the US news that's happening on Friday. Non-farm payrolls. It's not going to affect it directly, but indirectly it will. I haven't checked for the following week. There may be a news event for the UK economy. what that means to me is that this week, all I can anticipate is that, let me clear this up. All I can anticipate is that this completes its move this week. And then next week is when we'll see the confirmation that this has indeed finished, which will be the pullback. And then in the subsequent week, a news announcement that will propel this upwards. So that is what I'm anticipating. Whether or not it happens, we'll have to wait and see. But from my point of view, this is what I'm aiming to, this is what I'll be looking out for this week. All right, I'll leave it there for now. Just slightly occupied on other things, but I'll be tracking this closely this week, and I'll definitely have a video, if not during the week, next weekend. All right, I'll leave it there for now. Bye for now.